Hi, I'm bigcal and welcome to my world. Today is a recent non-gaming pickups video where I show off some stuff that I bought recently that aren't video games. Yeah, so we'll get started then with some cool t-shirts. Got these, I think they were 2 for £20 or two for a tenner even. It was like really crazy offer on Zavvi. And they are Kingpin t-shirts. So we've got the first one here, in the style obviously of Scarface. Awesome. And then we have, it just fell off the bloody coat hanger. Come on you. Yeah. Come on, stay on the fucking coat hanger. Yeah, then we have this one, which is awesome as well. Yeah, so the Kingpin, one of my favourite Marvel characters of all time, one of my favourite villains. Love him, so yeah. Despite getting extra large, they are still a little bit tight on me, which is a bit of a shame, but by the time this video goes out, I'll have joined a gym, so you never know, I might be able to fit in them. If I can, I'll post a picture. If not, fuck off. Anyway, so yeah, so those t-shirts out of the way. Now we just have a bunch of Blu-rays. First up, All Elite Wrestling All Out from 2023. So yeah, I am technically a big wrestling fan, just not so much a big modern wrestling fan. WWE, I think, have been virtually unwatchable for the last decade, outside of little bits and pieces like the Bloodline storyline. For the most part, was fantastic. It's still going now, they've changed obviously after WrestleMania and things, but yeah, for the most part, that was great. Everything else on the show, go away. Hate it. They are improving with things now that Vince McMahon has been ousted again, and a bunch of his top people have been shown the door. Production-wise has gotten a lot better, but commentary is still the dirt worst. I watched one match from WrestleMania this year, Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the IC title. Big fan of both guys. And I was saying to some people online, it could have been a 5-star match, and I would have given it 3 stars, because the commentary is that putrid and awful in WWE that they ruin every match that you watch. It's terrible. Yeah, so that's that. AEW, they have more wrestlers than I'm interested in. They usually put on the better matches. They just have terrible or complete lack of storylines for the most part, which is a bummer. And a lot of other negative things, but yeah. But last year, from going into the beginning of this year, there was like a 6-month period where I was really loving a lot of what they were doing. I'm starting to go a bit downhill again, but yeah. And this event in particular, All Out, was phenomenal. Just the week before, they had All In, which was their huge stadium show in Wembley, like 60-odd, 70-odd thousand fans or whatever. That was their big, big event. And then a week later, they had another pay-per-view, All Out. And this one is the show for me. All In, yeah, I wasn't that keen on, to be honest. All Out, fantastic. So when they announced it was coming out on Blu-ray, I was very happy. And then I saw the price. Yeah, 25 quid, unfortunately. And then you have to pay £2 odd shipping as well, which I wasn't particularly pleased about. Because back in the day when I was huge into wrestling, it was Silvervision who was doing the WWE DVDs and eventually Blu-rays for WWE. And they were incredible. Everything was so affordable and cheap. WrestleMania would have you get a 3-disc set for WrestleMania and it wouldn't cost as much as a 1-disc set with AEW. Then WWE got rid of them and got Fremantle in and all the prices shot up, and now WWE are cancelling DVDs and Blu-rays for good. They're no longer producing them. So, fuck you. AEW still doing them on a limited basis. Unfortunately, like I said, they do cost a lot more, but I love this event, and I thought, if I don't buy it now, who knows, it might go out of production, because I can't imagine it'll be something they'll keep selling, because AEW, unfortunately, aren't doing very well business-wise. Yeah, so picked it up. It's a fantastic event, so I'm at least happy to own it, even if I'm not particularly pleased on the price I had to pay. Yeah. Next up then, to complete my Dragon Ball Z / Super movie collection, because I've got the I've got the big box set here with 1 to 13 plus the TV specials, then the Resurrection F and Battle of Gods, and then Dragon Ball Super Broly films there. So I picked up the latest one, which is Dragon Ball Super Superhero. This one focuses on Gohan and Piccolo. You know, Vegeta, Goku, and Broly are all training on the what do you call him, Beerus's planet. And yeah, the Red Ribbon Army has returned, and they're trying to recreate another cell. So it's up to Gohan and Piccolo as the strongest warriors still left on Earth to do stuff, and they both get new transformations, and it's a really, really, really good film. Very, very happy and pleased with how this turned out. Yeah, so got it on Blu-ray now, so I can watch it on that at some point. Nothing particular with special features, but yeah, add to the collection. Next is a triple Blu-ray set for The Equalizer, Denzel Washington. So 3 films. I watched the first 2 about a year ago, and then the third one came out, and I watched that as well, and I mostly enjoyed them, but I didn't think they were that great. But as of late, YouTube has just been, recommending me clips of all the Equalizer films, and I've just been watching random bits, and it got me really wanted to see the films again. So I decided, okay, I'll buy the Blu-ray collection. Got it from Sex, second hand, because it was like half the price of buying it new, so why not? So yeah, the last week I've gone through and watched all 3, and I'm a bigger fan now of the first 2 than I was originally. The third one I thoroughly enjoyed and thought was the best at the time. I'm not sure if I think it's the best anymore, but I still like it as much as I did. It's just the other 2 have gone up. Yeah, so they're really, really good action films. The Equalizer, I believe, was also a TV show. Back in the day, there was an original version of the show. There's a newer version now that I might check out. Obviously, it doesn't have Denzel Washington in it. But yeah, basically, he's kind of a vigilante where, something bad happens to regular people. He goes and makes it right. Yeah, so really, really fun collection of films. Next is a documentary / film. I can't remember, because I remember they did a documentary and they did a film based on his life, and I can't remember if this one... I think this is the documentary. Maybe. Or it's kind of a documentary mixed in with a film where they've... Yeah, I can't remember. Like I said, I can't remember because they did both and released them roughly at the same time. Anyway, The Governor, based on the life of Lenny McLean, or McLean. Basically Britain's hardest man, he was known as. He was a bare-knuckle boxer who was just an absolute beast back in the day. Bodyguard for lots of villains, as they like to call themselves, basically the London version of the mafia, London gangsters. Yeah, but he's best known for being in Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. That's where everyone will have basically known him from. He played Barry the Baptist, and his deal was drowning people. Hence the name. Yeah, so that's kind of, he got famous. Unfortunately, I think he had cancer and he died shortly after the film released. Or even just before the film released, can't quite remember. Yeah, so he never got to do anything else, unfortunately. But yeah, people really liked him in that film, and if you're interested, he has an incredible story. A lot of it is brutal and violent, but I'm into that kind of thing, so yeah, that's really fun. And speaking of gangs and things in London, we have season 2 of Gangs of London. Yeah, so the first season was fantastic. Second season, in my opinion, just as good, but takes a very different turn, and I really, really like how they go about the second season. It's phenomenal, really, really is. And I was hooked with the second season when basically the opening scene of the first episode had my favourite strongman, Zadruna Savickas, just randomly show up as a bad guy. So yeah, hooked me from that. But absolutely fantastic show. Really, really happy to own that. Next is another gangster-based film. So this one's set somewhere in America, a small town. I think it was kind of between that phase where the cowboys and things were phasing out, and we're getting more civilized. Yeah, kind of like how Red Dead Redemption is. You know, kind of that thing. You've still got the people with the old ways and everyone trying to come in and make it all the new way. And yeah, and it's a film I never really hear people talking about, but it's really, really good. Bruce Willis stars in it. Last Man Standing. Had to get the German Blu-ray. It does have English, it was all fine, but yeah, can't get a regular UK release. Had to get it from Germany. Basically, Bruce Willis is driving through this town and accidentally he looks and smiles at some big gangster's girl who, as she's crossing the street, so they shoot up his car and he's now stuck in that town waiting for it to get repaired. But he's also pissed off at the gang, and you've got an Italian gang and an Irish gang. And basically he plays both sides and tries to get revenge while getting them to kill each other. Really, really good. You got Christopher Walken as one of the big top lieutenants in one of the gangs, and yeah, it's really, really, really fantastic film. I thoroughly enjoy it. So if you haven't seen it, watch it. Lastly, then, I have 3 box sets, 3 Blu-ray box sets here. Got them on offer. There were 3 for £30, so it cost a tenner each. And that is Star Wars Episode 1, 2 and 3, Star Wars Episode 4, 5 and 6, Star Wars Episode 7, 8 and 9. Yeah, all on Blu-ray. Haven't opened them yet. I'm planning to go through probably... I don't think I'm going to watch the films anytime soon, but I want to go through and watch all the special features, because they all have tons of special features with them, which was the main selling point for me, because I don't like a lot of the Star Wars films. I love Star Wars, but I've always said it, the films are the worst part of the franchise. The books, considerably better in almost every way. The TV shows, for the most part, the animated ones definitely. You got Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Rebels, they are fantastic. Some of the live action shows, The Mandalorian and things like that, and Ahsoka, have got good and bad about them, but still solid. Then you've got what the hell was it called? The one based on Rogue One guy. Can't even remember his name. Don't care. I thought that one was boring as shit. Yeah, but the films I like. The original trilogy, and then I like Episode 3, and I like a couple of parts of Episode 1 and 2. The new trilogy, I just didn't enjoy. Not going to go some big weird rant, oh, they were better in my day, oh, these new Star Wars films, yeah, I just didn't enjoy them. The first one was just a rehash of the original film, and I just didn't care as much. The second one was just a big mess of a film, and then the third one, just what the hell were they thinking? Having different directors for the films and not following each other's vision and not having one direction was just stupid. So it just made a big mess of the whole thing. None of it made sense, and yeah, it just left a bad taste in people's mouths. But yeah, what I really got these for then is the special features. Yeah, so each film has a bonus disc, and it's a Blu-ray disc, so not just DVD. Some Blu-ray sets do that, the bonus disc will just be DVD. These are Blu-ray, and there's a ton of special features, documentaries and things like that on each film. Those are what I'm most excited about getting into, so yeah. All the Star Wars films. I'll watch half of them, and watch special features for all of them at some point. Anyway, I'm bigcal. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of my pickups. Let me know what you've got recently that aren't video games. And I'll see you again next time.